Hey guys! Okay, so for Turkey this week, or more like Turkey in the past 2 weeks. I mean, the past 2 weeks in Turkey have been crazy. There's been violence and demonstrating, and over 1,000 people have been injured, and to date 4 people have been killed. And where did this start from? Well, basically, a couple of weeks ago, the government had unveiled plans to build a shopping mall in Gezi Park. And Gezi Park, it's very dear to the Turks. It's got cultural and historical significance to them. You know, mothers take their children to play there. I mean, you can see that it means a lot to them. And obviously, you wouldn't want someone building a shopping mall in a park that means so much to you. And so on May 31st, the community, they came together and staged just a peaceful demonstration in the park. And oh my goodness, the police brutality that this was met with. I mean, we're talking about rubber bullets, water cannons. It was just crazy. It was just crazy, the reaction that the police gave to this peaceful demonstration. And as a result of the police's brutality, anger and just dismay at the government swept through the country, and the nature of the demonstrations changed from peaceful to angry and violent. It stopped being about the park, and it became more about the leadership. It became more about the arrogance of their Prime Minister Erdogan, who thinks that he can just build a shopping mall and accept you and expect you to accept this. And if you don't do what we want you to do, we're gonna send the police in to do horrible things to you. And so people have been fighting. They feel like their government is pretty much just a dictatorship in sheep's clothing. They feel like their ruler is too much of an authoritarian. And this has mobilized people and brought them together, and there really has been little peace in the country so far. An example of the authoritarian nature of the Turkish government is how the media has been covering the news of the protests. Actually, it hasn't really been reported in Turkish media, and the BBC has had to cut ties with a Turkish broadcasting station because that Turkish broadcasting station pulled down a BBC documentary that was meant to air there, and this documentary was criticizing the fact that the media was spinning the demonstrations. The media was putting a different angle and a different light on the demonstrations. So it just shows how much the country is ruled in this kind of vice-like grip of people who are saying, no, we're not like that at all, we're really nice, we're friendly, we're democracy. So it's been rough. But as of yesterday, the government did try to extend an olive branch. It told the protesters that it was going to halt the development of the shopping mall until a court could rule on the legality of this. But no can do. The protesters have said this is not enough and they want more. And I kind of agree with them, because what if they're just saying this to get them out of the park? What happens if next week they're like, oh yeah, the court said it's legal, we're gonna build the mall? I mean, what then? Where are you then? So I feel like the government can do a bit better than this. But I would say on the bright side, we have seen Kurds and Turks standing together as one to fight oppression by their government. I mean, whoever thought we'd see the day? Whoever thought that a day would come and we'd see that? The Kurds, they've been in Turkey and they've been fighting for recognition of their cultural rights, actually fighting for recognition of their existence in Turkey for so long. And I think it's just incredible to see that two sides that have usually been at loggerheads are standing together as one. And I mean, and even their jailed president, even their jailed leader, leader of the PKK, which is a Kurdish resistance party, he actually endorsed the Kurds to work with the Turkish in this movement. And I think that that's great that we're seeing so much cooperation at so many different levels from the top to the bottom. And of course, you have the people that weren't really happy about this. Some Kurds have complained that they were subjected to racist abuse during the demonstrations, that the police were even more aggressive towards them than their fellow Turks. But on the whole, this is really beautiful. It's just so great to see the Turks and the Kurds ignoring their differences and coming together as one. In fact, I think it hones in and helps them to remember that they're actually one. So far, I mean, the situation definitely has a silver lining, and I believe that we're going to see things just get a lot better. I really don't think things are going to get worse. I feel like big changes could be coming for Turkey, and that's really exciting. So let's just keep our eyes and our ears open and see where this adventure goes to. Okay, so bye! Thanks for listening.